Hello students, this is Ritvik Dubey, your computer teacher. In today's video class, I will tell you how to print the pattern which is as follows. The pattern is something like this. See, in the first line, if I have 7 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, in the first line we have 7 stars, then 1, 2, 3 stars at the left side and 3 stars at the right side. And then in the third line 2 stars at the left side and 2 stars at the right side. Then 1 star at the left side and 1 star at the right side. Clear? Clear or not? So in the previous video class we had discussed about this pattern. Yes or no? How to print this pattern. This was covered in the last video class. Clear? This was the pattern. Huh? Yes, this was the pattern that we had already covered. Okay, this one is already covered. So today we will discuss how to print this pattern. Okay, how to print this pattern. Clear? So step number 1 is draw the pattern on your notebook. Okay, draw the pattern on your notebook. Then second step is draw the grid lines. Second step is draw the grid lines. Okay, draw the grid lines. Here R is equal to 1, R is equal to 2, R is equal to 3, R is equal to 4. Here C is equal to 1, C is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, C is equal to 4, C is equal to 5, C is equal to 6, C is equal to 7. Okay? How many rows are there? 4 rows are there. And how many columns are there? 7 columns are there. So how to convert 4 into 7? If you have the value 4 in your hand, so how to convert the value 4 into 7? 4 2s are 8 minus 1. Yes or no? So if we are asking the user to enter the row side, then in such case we will have to calculate the value for column. So int column is equal to row side into 2 minus 1 we will do. Okay? This part you know. Yes or no? Now we will try to find the relational expression. So we will have to check the position. See, when R is equal to 1, on which values of C the stars are getting printed, we have to find. So when we see, when the value of R is equal to 1, when the value of R is equal to 1, on which values of C the stars are getting printed? When C is equal to 1, the star is getting printed. When R is equal to 1. Then when C is equal to 2. When C is equal to 3, when C is equal to 4, when C is equal to 5, when C is equal to 6, when C is equal to 7. I mean when R is equal to 1, for all values of C, the stars are getting printed. Yes or no? Yes. Then when R is equal to 2, when R is equal to 2, on which values of C, the stars are getting printed? See, when C is equal to 1, 2, 3. So I will write here when C is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 5, 6, 7. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I should not say and or. If the value of C is 1, 2, 3 or 5, 6, 7, then the stars are getting printed. Clear? Then when R is equal to 3, on which values of C the stars are getting printed? When C is equal to 1, when C is equal to 2, when C is equal to 6, when C is equal to 7. So I will write here 1, 2, 6 and 7. Okay. Now when R is equal to 4, when R is equal to 4, on which values of C the stars are getting printed? When C is equal to 1, when C is equal to 1 and when C is equal to 7. When C is equal to 7. Clear? Now, how to convert this into relational expression? Okay? How to convert this into relational expression? This one, these values. Okay, these values, and finally the last, this one. So as I have already told you, we should start from any value which is in between. We should start from any value which is in between. So 2. Now how to write this? The value of C is less than equal to 3. Okay, C value is less than equal to 3, or C value is greater than equal to 5. Okay, C value is less than equal to 3. C value is less than equal to 3. Less than equal to 3. Sir, why are you not writing greater than equal to 1? Because in every line, you can say the value of C is starting from 1 only and it is ending at 7. Clear? So we did not write C greater than equal to 1 or C less than equal to 7. Okay, just we will write C कहां तक जा रहा है? C 3 तक जा रहा है, यानी कि C less than equal to 3, print the star, logical or, ठीक है, logical or, not logical and, logical or C greater than equal to 5. C greater than equal to 5. Why not logical and? Because it is not possible that at the same time when the value of C will be 5, at that time C value will be 3. ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता है. एक ही समय पर अगर C इस तरफ है तो इस तरफ होगा, उसी समय दूसरी तरफ तो हो नहीं सकता है. इसलिए याद रखना कभी भी अगर बीच में स्पेसेस हैं, है ना, यहाँ पे क्या है, बीच में स्पेसेस हैं, तो फिर हम लोगों को लॉजिकल और लगाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, आया समझ में? अगर लेफ्ट राइट साइड में स्पेस होते, बीच में स्टार होता, तो फिर हम लोग लॉजिकल एंड लगाते हैं. ठीक है, अप्लाई योर माइंड, अप्लाई योर कॉमन सेंस, यू विल गेट टू नो. यस और नो? ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे कंडीशन को समझो. स्टार कब प्रिंट हो रहा है? यहाँ पर जब C का वैल्यू 3 या 3 से छोटा है तब, या तो फिर व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ या तो फिर मींस लॉजिकल और C का वैल्यू 5 या 5 से ग्रेटर है, 5 या 5 से ग्रेटर है, तब स्टार प्रिंट होगा. या तो ये कंडीशन पे स्टार प्रिंट हो रहा है या तो ये कंडीशन पे. तो मैं जो सेंटेंस में या तो यूज कर रहा हूं, या तो मींस वी हैव टू यूज लॉजिकल और ये भी यानी कि दोनों जरूरी हैं. उस समय हम लोग क्या यूज करते हैं? लॉजिकल एंड. क्लियर? नाउ लेट अस फोकस ऑन 3. ओके, व्हेन r is equal to 3, so C less than equal to 2, C less than equal to 2, लॉजिकल और C greater than equal to 6, 6 या 6 से ज्यादा, तो क्या लिखेंगे? 6 greater than or equal to 6, 6 या 6 से ज्यादा. ओके, now you tell me what should I write here? Apply our common sense now. After 3 it is becoming 2, so after 2 it should become 1. Okay, so I will write C less than equal to 1, logical or C greater than equal to 1. Greater than equal to 1? No. Greater than equal to 7. Greater than equal to 7. Greater than equal to 7. Apply our common sense. After 5 it is 6. So after 6 it should be 7. Yes or no? And here also we have the value 7. ठीक है, यहाँ पे C less than equal to 1 लिखा है. 1 से नीचे और है ही नहीं, because the value of C is starting from 1 and it is ending at 7. तो greater than equal to 7, ये greater than का सवाल ही नहीं उठता है, because the last limit of C is 7 only. Yes or no? Then why we have written greater than? Just for the sake of formality, because all these relational expressions should be of same structure. Okay, should be of same structure. Then you apply your common sense. Just before 1 it is 2, just before 2 it is 3. So what should I write here? C less than equal to 4, C less than equal to 4. Logical or C greater than equal to 4, greater than equal to 4 only. Okay, C less than equal to 4, C greater than equal to 4. Okay, C greater than equal to 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clear? So this is the relational expression. This is the relational expression. Now see these values and see these values. Now when r is equal to 1, it is 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1. 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 7. So we cannot write here r, neither here nor here. So what I will do, I will use a variable d1 for these values and I will use the variable d2 for these values. Clear? Now here we can see that the value of d1 is getting decremented. The value of d1 is getting decremented. Yes or no? The value of d1 is getting decremented, minus d1. Okay? And here we can see the value of d2 is getting incremented. What is the value? So here it is getting incremented, plus d2. Now you tell me what should be the initial value of d1, that when it goes in the process of decrementing the value, it should become 4. So d1's initial value should be 5. Then only when this minus d1 will be executed, at that time that 5 will become 4. 5 will be reduced to 4. Yes or no? So the initial values of d1 and d2. Okay, initial values of d1 and d2. d1 and d2. Okay, initial value of d1 variable and d2 variable. Okay, this is d2 and d2. Okay, so d1 should be what? Int d1 should be int d1 is equal to what? It should be 5. It should be 5. Now how to get 5? How to get 5? See, r side plus 1. Okay, we will write here r side plus 1. Okay, r side plus 1. Clear? So the initial value of d1 is 5. Why? Because after reduction it should become 4 at the very first instance. I mean when r is equal to 1, d1 should be 4. Okay, and just after the outer for loop we will write minus d1. Okay, so there should be some initial value for d1, so that when it gets decremented it should become 4. That is why I have chosen here the value of d1 to be 5. ओके, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं सर d1 तो 4 से स्टार्ट होगा, आप यहाँ पे 4 नहीं लिखते हैं. अगर मैं यहाँ पे 4 लिख दूंगा तो माइनस d1 कहाँ पे लिखते हैं हम लोग? आउटर फॉर लूप के जस्ट बाद r प्लस प्लस हो रहा है, जस्ट उसके बाद जैसे ही नीचे उतर रहा है माइनस d1 हो जाएगा. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे 4 लिखूंगा तो माइनस d1 क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल बिकम 3. बट 3 वी डू नॉट रिक्वायर in the first case. We require 3 in the second case. That is the reason why the initial value of d1 should be 5. It should not be 4. Am I clear? Clear, na? Then what should be the initial value of d2? So apply your common sense. Look at the values. 4, then after 4 it is 5, then 6, then 7. I mean it is incrementing. If it is incrementing, what should be the initial value of d2? अगर d2 का वैल्यूज एक एक बढ़ रहा है और प्लस d2 हम लोग कहां लिखेंगे? वही फॉर लूप के जस्ट बाद, यानी कि पहली बार जब r का वैल्यू 1 होगा, when the value of r will be 1, at that time we need d2's value to be 4. So what should be the initial value? It should be 3. So 3 will get incremented to 4. So here I will write int d2 is equal to 3. When I wrote 3, it means r side. What is r side? It is 4. 4 minus 1. Okay. R side minus 1. Okay. It is r side minus 1. Clear? So these are the initial values of d1 and d2. These are the initial values of d1 and d2. Okay. And where this line should be written? Minus d1 and plus d2. These two statements should be written. What should be written? Should be written just after the heading of, just after the heading of outer for loop, just after the heading of outer for loop. Okay, the head part of outer for loop just within the body. I mean it should be written as the first statement of the body of the outer for loop. ठीक है, आउटर फॉर लूप का बॉडी का सबसे पहला स्टेटमेंट क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग, माइनस माइनस d1, उसके नीचे प्लस प्लस d2. क्लियर? सो इट शुड बी रिटन जस्ट आफ्टर द हेडिंग ऑफ द आउटर फॉर लूप. ओके, अब कोई पूछेगा क्यों? क्योंकि जैसे ही r का वैल्यू चेंज हो रहा है, मुझे d1 और d2 का वैल्यू भी चेंज करना है. दैट इज द रीजन ऑफ it. Clear? Okay. And what is the condition for if? Condition in which the stars are getting printed. See, condition. What is the condition in which stars are getting printed? Condition in which the stars are getting printed. So what is the condition? The condition is C less than equal to D1, logical, or C less than greater than equal to D2. The condition is C less than equal to something, logical, or C greater than equal to something. So here I will write D1 and here I will write D2. So this is the condition. Okay, this is the condition. Clear? So this is the condition in which stars are getting printed. Now our logic is ready. Our logic is ready. See, so the very first line will be system dot out dot println. Enter the row size. Enter the row size of the pattern. Enter the row size of the pattern. Okay, so we are asking the user, give the row size. So we will store the row size in variable r size, that is equal to scanner object dot next int. Assume the user has given value 4. Assume the user has given value 4. So r size value is holding 4. Okay. Then int C size. Int C size is equal to, we have to calculate. We cannot take the value from the user. If r size is 4, how to bring 7? How to bring 7? 4 2s are 8 minus 1. So we will write here r size into 2 minus 1. So it will become what? It will become 4 into 2 minus 1, that is equal to 7. That is equal to 7. Clear? So the row size is 4 and the column size becomes 7. Okay, by calculation. Then initial value of D1 and D2. And D1 is equal to, it should be 5 according to this example. So 5, how to get 5? 4 plus 1. That is R size plus 1. So we will write here R size plus 1. Okay. And D2 is equal to 3. How to get 3? 4 minus 1. What is 4? R size. So here I will write R size minus 1. Okay, I will write R size minus 1. Clear? So these are the initial values for D1 and D2. Now let us start the for loop. Okay, structure of every pattern program. For int R is equal to 1. For int R is equal to 1. ठीक है? Then R less than equal to R size. R less than equal to R size. Okay? Then R plus plus. Start the block of outer for loop and then inner for loop. Okay? Int column is equal to 1. Column is less than equal to C size. Column is less than equal to C is less than equal to C size and then C plus plus and then C plus plus. Within the body of inner for loop, I will put the condition. Which condition? This is the condition. If C is less than equal to D1 or C is greater than equal to D2. D1, D2. So I will write C is less than equal to D1 logical or C greater than equal to D2. If this condition is satisfied, then we will print system.out.print, not println. Always remember, in any pattern programming, within the body of inner for loop, you have to write system.out.print, not println. Why? Because the inner for loop prints all the stars in a single line. Okay, in order to make the for loop print the stars in a single line, okay, we are using system.out.print. Then how to bring the cursor to the next line? Just after the inner for loop, but within the body of outer for loop, we will write system.out.print. I will show you. So system.out.print, I will print one star. I will print one star. And else, if this condition gives false, then the control will go to else part and we will display or print one space. Okay, we will print one space. One space. Clear? Now, let me close the body of inner for loop, and just after the inner for loop, I will write system.out.println, and here I will close the block of outer for loop. Here I will close the block of outer for loop. Now, see, here nowhere I am changing or modifying the value of D1 and D2. Okay, so just after the modification of value of R, see, when the value of R changes from 1 to 2, the values of D1 and D2 should also change. Okay, so I will write here. Now, how the values are changing? We should see. After 4 it is becoming 3, after 3 it is becoming 2, after 2 it is becoming 1. So I will write minus minus D1. I will write here minus minus D1. And here you can see after 4 it is becoming 5, then 5, after 5 it is becoming 6, after 6 it is becoming 7. I mean it is incrementing. So we will write plus plus D2. Plus plus D2. Clear? So this is the program. This is the logic. Okay, and this is the program. Okay, or program snippet. Not the complete program, but the part of the program. The main part of the program. Okay, by which we can print that pattern. Clear? So isn't it easy? It's very easy. Yes or no? So you can take a screenshot of this. Okay. Now let me show you the same thing in my laptop. Come.
Yes, listen. Open BlueJ, create a class, give any name, click on OK, double click over it, maximize the screen, Control A, backspace, okay, Control A, backspace. Increase the font size, Control plus plus plus, import import java.util.scanner scanner, public public, class class, pattern, patter and pattern, okay, public public, static void main capital S string string array space args. Okay, let me create the object of scanner class scanner scanner scn is equal to new scanner, and then let me write here system.in. Okay, give me the message. Let me give the message system.out.println. System.out.println. Enter the pattern size. Enter the pattern size or R size? R size. R size means row size. Enter the row size. Okay, so the user will give the row size and you will store in R capital SIJD variable is equal to scn dot next int. Okay, dot next int. Now, how to calculate the column size? The column size was, we have already discussed, yes or no? C size is equal to R size into 2, R size into 2, R size into 2 minus 1, R size into 2 minus 1. Okay, then int D1 is equal to, int D1 is equal to R size plus 1, yes or no? R size plus 1. What was the row size? In the example, the row size was 4. Okay, suppose if the user is giving 4, so column size will become what? 4 2s are 8 minus 1 means 7. Okay, so D1 initial value should be R size plus 1. If I tell R size plus 1, it means 4 plus 1, that is 5. 4 plus 1, that is 5. And D2, what should be the initial value of D2? The initial value of D2 should be R size minus 1. Okay, R size minus 1. Clear? Now, let me write the structure of for loop, nested for loop. Okay, this is inner for loop. Then one condition will be there. And if this condition is satisfied, we have to print system.out.print star. Okay, we will print one star here. Then else part, if this condition is not satisfied, we will print system.out.print. System.out.print, within double quotes, we will print one space. Okay, then close the block of inner for loop and write system.out.println. System.out.println, close the body of outer for loop, close the main method, close the class. Now what should be written here? I will write int r is equal to 1 semicolon r less than equal to r capital SIZD, r size, then r plus plus. Okay, then int c is equal to 1 semicolon c less than equal to c size. Okay, and then c plus plus. Okay, what was the condition in which the stars were getting printed? What was the condition? The condition was c less than equal to d1, c less than equal to d1, logical or, okay, logical or c greater than equal to d2, c greater than equal to d2. Now here we have to modify the values of what? d1 and d2. So I will write here minus minus d1, okay, semicolon, and then plus plus d2, plus plus d2. Clear? Now let me decrease the font size and show it to you. See, so here I have asked the user to enter the row size. Okay, so the user will give the row size, and that row size will be stored in the variable r size, and we have to calculate the value of column size. So column size is equal to r size into 2 minus 1. Assume if the row size is 4, so 4 2s are 8, minus 1, it is 7. Yes or no? So in this pattern, which we want to print, when r size is 4, c size should be 7. Okay, now what should be the initial value of d1? d1's initial value should be 5 if the row size is 4. So how to get 5? R size plus 1. Now, what should be the value, initial value of d2? If row size is 4, it should be 3. Yes or no? So how to get 3? Row size minus 1. Then this is the outer for loop. This is the body of outer for loop, and this is the body of inner for loop. What is the condition? The condition is c less than equal to d1 or c greater than equal to d2. Clear? And this is the updation of d1 and d2 just after the modification of value of r. Compile. No syntax error. Close. Right click. Call the main method and let me check. Enter row size 5. See. So this was the pattern. Yes or no? Now, in order to make the pattern look good, you can do one thing. After star, you can print one space. And if you are adding one space after star, here you will have to give one extra space. Okay. Now it will look good. The pattern will look attractive. See, enter the row size if it is 5. See. Okay. Now let me change the row size and show it to you. Right click, main method, okay. If the row size is suppose 15, you can see the pattern of size 15. Okay, where row size is 15 and column size is equal to r size into 2 minus 1. So 15 2s are 30 minus 1, 29. You can count. The column size will be 29. Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Wow. Clear, na? Okay. Now, you practice yourself. Clear? So thank you so much for watching the video. Bye-bye.